ready?
I was inhaling to start.
There we go.
And you messed up. You want to leave your phone right there? I mean, you could set it right here so we don't buzz like.
Yeah, but I'm not going to use it if at one point Is this our intro? Like, are we going to?
No.
Are we already been started? All right.
No, here we go.
Austin's like, yeah. It will be.
Welcome to another episode of the Nothing and Everything podcast, where we talk a whole lot of nothing.
And just a little bit about everything.
Everything.
Yep. That's what we're getting good at.
I feel like I have a lot to say today.
Really?
But maybe of no value, of no importance.
I think that seems to be what we're starting to be known for.
That's the show. That's the show.
Yeah.
So, like, when people say, hey, I listened to your show, like, what's your first reaction?
I'm a little embarrassed. Like,
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Like,
right, me too.
I'm like, I didn't know anyone was listening.
I'm like, were you at the DMV this week? Were you at the doctor's office and had nothing
I heard,
else?
Okay, so here's a new one. Maybe we said this last week. I think I had at least a couple of people said, yeah, I'm killing some time in the car line.
Oh.
Parents waiting in the car line.
We are car line material.
Seriously.
We are definitely car line material.
So, moms and dads, if you got nothing to do.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. That is awesome. Yep. And then there's the people who I'm like, hey, did you listen to the podcast? They're like, no.
What?
Oh, right. No. Yeah, me neither. I don't listen to it either.
Who are you?
Yeah, right. So, well, I was driving into the studio this morning.
The headquarters.
Nothing and Everything headquarters. And I noticed a couple things, and I thought it was worth us talking about. So I have a particular gas station that I pass. It's across from the Speedway. I pass there every single day.
Yeah.
Coming to work.
The one up at the light there?
Yep.
Yeah,
and coming home. And that gas price has steadily increased. Steadily increased over the past few months.
Yeah.
Now,
what was it today?
Well, it was $4.09.
It was over 4. I hadn't seen over 4 yet.
Last time gas was over $4, I lived in Florida, and I drove a Ford Explorer, and I sold it and bought a Toyota Matrix.
You drove a Toyota Matrix?
That day, it hit $4.
I didn't know
literally
that.
traded my Ford Explorer in for a Toyota
$4
Matrix.
is a lot.
Yep. And then I got here with that Matrix and got made fun of.
I remember when we were in California, like, I don't know, it's probably 15 years ago. Well, not 15, probably 13. It'd been 08. It was $5 a gallon.
Whoa.
When I filled up my minivan for $100, I was like, this is a game changer.
What was the price of gas per gallon when you first started driving? Do you remember that?
Oh, it was like,
So
I
many
remember
years
like,
ago.
what? There was no gas then.
There was no, it
There were
ran
no
on,
gasoline engines
like
had not
a
been
horse.
invented. It was a bag of oats. That's what it cost. I don't know. I think I remember like 99 cents. I mean, honestly, like in the
99 cents.
I think. I'm trying to think. Like, I don't know if that was when I started driving. I'm making some squeaky noises.
You're like leaned up against
Hang on, let me put that.
the wood.
So people that
Or nice wood
people
grain.
that are not watching.
People who aren't watching don't
see.
know. You should go back and
Speaking
watch.
of, hang on. For the people that are watching,
Oh,
our Nothing and
Our-
Everything
yes.
bottled water, ladies
Our
and gentlemen,
merch
we have an upgrade.
uh-oh.
Some of you guys saw this past week, and you're hoping to get some new N&E merch.
Wow.
Check this out.
Looky.
Official. So if you're not checking us out on YouTube and you can't see this,
Wow.
these are not available yet.
Maybe
But
ever.
if the demand is high enough,
Yeah. So I'll get one from my mom. Oh.
it tastes so much better drinking out of that.
Seriously?
Oh yeah,
That's incredible.
it's unbelievable.
This is
I'm drinking straight
Yes.
gasoline. It's $4 right here for this.
that is fantastic.
Delish.
Oh gosh, the sounds
So
coming
you were
from your
driving.
mouth right now.
I know you don't like that.
We'll talk about that later. I
Yeah.
got something for you.
So $4 at the
$4, yeah. So, but when I first started driving, it was 79 cents a gallon.
Why did you just
79
make fun of me for it being 99
I don't
cents
know
a gallon?
because I think you're wrong.
I'm
'cause
saying
had
it
to
was
be-
under $1.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
way under $1. Probably.
And I'm like, you could fill up for like $20. Less than $20.
I drove a Volkswagen Rabbit, so I could.
Your cars that you've owned are blowing me away right now.
I've had most of my cars are pretty gangster. You
Yep.
know.
I don't think a Rabbit would be gangster. You have a cabriolet is gangster. Did you have a little soft top?
When that top comes down, it's just like, you know,
I doubt it.
whatever.
It was economical.
It was economical. Yep. So anyway, so I saw the gas and I was thinking, man, this is crazy. This is way insane. This gas is so high. And then I saw something else that was pretty wild. And it's a little bit controversial, so I don't want to talk too much about it. I don't want to ruffle any feathers because
we don't like to do that.
Well, we don't want to do that here. This is not the place for that.
We just make observations.
We just make observations.
Let you ruffle the feathers.
So the observation that I made today was a person was pumping their gas outside of their vehicle, outside in open air, and they had a mask on. And it was just odd to me, number one, that they're outside wearing a mask.
Yeah.
But then the other thing was, as I went by, another car passed by me, and there was a person in the car by themselves
yeah,
with a mask on.
That's the one I haven't still not figured out yet.
Yes.
And
So,
I'm sure there's a reason, but I don't.
If that's you,
comment on something and let us know.
Let us know.
Maybe they're an Uber driver and they're picking someone up. I mean, I know that's. I don't know.
I mean, I get it. Like when the person gets in the car, maybe.
Yeah, but I'm like, you're by yourself.
But you're by yourself. You're only breathing in your own air.
Fumes.
So, like, what's that about? I just want to know. I just have to know.
It is perplexing every time they drive by. I'm like, okay, that's good. Oh wait, what are you doing?
Now I'm not gonna lie. When all of the pandemic first happened, like I was checking mail with gloves on, kind of.
Yeah,
deal,
you were the dude. You're Lysoling. I got some neighbors that leave their Amazon packages out for days.
I had a Lysol wipe that I would put in between every piece of mail. And then
you're a little germaphobe as it is, though.
And then the Lysol wipes went to like $900, per.
And you couldn't find them.
So then I'm like going and pick them back out of the trash, straight
with
back
the tongs.
out. Yep.
Laying them on the back porch.
It's like, I mean, it's got to be still good, right? It's Lysol. It kills everything. You just put them back in the thing, put some water in there, shake it up, man, it's good to go. So yeah. So anyway, I don't know what's wrong.
You all right?
Yeah.
You sound like me last week.
Yeah, I know, right?
At the end of the show.
So so masks inside the car. Let us know because I don't know what that's about, and I just.
If you're sitting in car line by yourself right now and you're wearing a mask, call us.
We want to hear from you.
Call the hotline.
Yeah, the hotline.
It's 1-800 nothing and everything _podcast.
That's right. Do an underscore on your phone, and then let us know how you did that also, because that's pretty incredible.
That would be amazing. What'd you do this weekend?
This weekend, let me tell you, I had a great weekend.
It's a big weekend for you.
Let me tell you.
This is visual as well. People that are listening don't know what you're doing right now.
People don't know what's going on, and I feel weird.
From the sideways, that looks really
bad.
That's a pretty effeminate coffee hold there. I feel like you're gloating a little bit.
Well, this weekend was the Carolina Duke game.
Yeah. Kind of a big one.
It's a big game. So I heard all the stats about it, and people were saying to get a ticket.
Oh boy.
To Coach K's last home game.
Yeah.
In Cameron Indoor Stadium, $5,300.
Oh my goodness.
$5,300.
Like a tank of gas.
It's like a tank of gas. That's right.
$5,300
to get in.
What's a normal ticket? Probably $100, $200.
I don't know.
Maybe at Cameron. I mean, I've never been.
Cameron is so weird. Like people sleep in a tent.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Outside of the stadium or whatever.
Yeah.
That's not to get a ticket. I think that's just to get their name into a lottery, and then they pull from there. So either way, I was thinking from the first game where we were down by 400, at the half, I was thinking this is not going to go well. If we can just keep it somewhat respectable, because we're somewhat rebuilding, I think, right now at Carolina, blah, blah, blah. I'm a huge Tar Heel fan.
Where did that begin, by the way? Because you're not from North Carolina originally.
I was born in Laurinburg, North Carolina.
That's true. I figured about that.
So I was born into a family of Tar Heels.
Okay.
And so, we're just...
It's kind of hereditary.
Yeah. I've got one cousin who's a Duke fan, and so... whatever. So anyway,
he's probably not listening, so good.
Yeah, he's definitely not listening to this. Anyway, it was a great game. I was completely floored that we won the game. I was literally thinking if we can just not lose by 100, I think it'd be great, because it's Coach K's last night. It's pretty special. And so I want people to be able to say, Coach K's a great coach. Yeah. He's legendary. I'll give all that to him. But I want people to say, man, 42 years, 42 seasons as a coach, man, what a great career. But that last game, Carolina got the best of you. Carolina got the best.
So were you a Tar Heel back in Jordan Worthy days?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Because I could see that. I
Jordan
wasn't
really young
then.
Yeah, Jordan wasn't Jordan then. I was really young, so I just back then I just liked them because I like sports growing up, watching sports with my dad and stuff like that. But yeah, we always pulled for Tar Heels.
So what will happen now? What are your predictions for the tournament? You follow the tournament, like
I do.
64, March Madness, all that pretty
I
well?
make 2 brackets.
Yeah?
One with Carolina going all the way. I do that every year.
Really?
Carolina all the way.
Has it ever worked out?
Yeah. I mean, several times.
So you could have won like $1 billion or something, or $1 million?
I've actually already won the $1 billion. So
Maybe you should sponsor the merch then.
no,
All that hidden money.
it is hidden in my backyard. Anyway, so yeah, so I make 2 brackets. One for Carolina going all the way, and then the other bracket is like, who I think is really going to win.
So you base it on like
More factual.
gut feeling or like the
Yeah,
seatings or like who you feel?
Yeah, stuff like
Okay,
that.
that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. So, what about you? Do you have any weekend plans? Did you do anything this weekend?
What did I do this weekend? Got out in the yard a little bit.
Oh my
That was the first time.
gosh.
I mean, it's kind of lame, but it's that
Actually-
time of the year.
Yeah, I watered my yard.
Watered it?
Yeah.
It hadn't really rained much. So
Well, I put this stuff on there too.
I had some branches on the trees in the front yard. That was like I need to cut, but I don't own a chainsaw. Like I know how to use one, I just never bought one. And so all I had was like literally like it's for like little bitty limbs, like a little handsaw.
Loppers.
And
not even the loppers.
No, yeah, it was a handsaw.
Oh,
like
gosh.
and the limb was probably this big around.
Oh gosh.
Might have taken me 30 minutes. And I woke up Sunday morning and I was like, I don't know why I can't move. Like, what is wrong with my shoulders? My trapezius are killing me.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
But other than that, it was cool. What else did you do?
Well, let's see.
You're a little more adventurous on the weekends.
Yeah. My boys wanted to go watch a movie, so I took them to a movie on Sunday afternoon, and it was a good movie.
Which costs more, a movie or a tank of gas right now?
Well, actually, the tank of gas cost more, way more than the movie for my family to go.
That's crazy.
I mean, yeah, it was crazy. So
your whole family went?
no, just me and the boys.
Okay.
Yep, it was boys' afternoon, Sunday after church. We went and watched the movie. But so I noticed. Okay, so there's this whole thing is driving me a little bit crazy. So I saw a preview for the new Batman movie that's coming out.
Okay.
Do you follow?
I mean, I've seen the
Batmans?
preview. Batman's multiple.
I don't like the direction of all the Batmans.
What do you mean by that?
Like, I feel like they're trying to make Bruce Wayne this like really dark, like psycho guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just weird.
So the new trailer makes you think that even more.
Yeah, like people are like, "Who are you, Batman?" And like it's just like,
wait, what character was that?
I don't know, some woman. I don't know who it is. Yeah, and it's just like they're trying to. He's like this psychological or psycho whatever. He's just It's just crazy. But I feel like it's been that way for the past like 15 years.
Yeah, the last few
right? Right. So the last Batman I saw was probably Michael Keaton.
That's a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
I was going to say Adam West, but that's a little
Adam
bit.
West is the OG.
He's the OG.
They don't make
His like costume didn't fit that well. Like he wasn't in that great a shape.
He had
kind of
like
a
no
dad bod.
abs.
Yeah, seriously.
He was the ultimate. He had Robin with him, and
Seriously.
and Adam West. Yeah, like those were the good days where he was just happy because he
He's just fighting crime.
He had his cool phone.
Seriously.
It's like, hey, okay, yeah, sure, I'll come over
And
there
the
and fight crime.
fight scenes were like really
Kapow!
Yeah. Pow! Zoom! And you had like the little exclamation. I don't know what
Those
that
were
was.
great. Those were great.
But now he's like dark.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
it's
yeah,
I
Dark
just don't
Knight, all
like
that stuff.
I just don't like it. I wish superheroes were just kind of happy, like just
Like
good,
like
good
a happy
people.
superhero?
That's what makes a superhero. Like it's like a normal dude, like Superman back in the day. Like Clark Kent, he was just like Christopher Reeves. I think was the best Superman, right?
Yeah.
Because he's like this nerdy guy who whatever, and then he jumped in a phone booth. You can't even find a phone booth anymore. So he's totally out of luck, right? So anyway,
Where are you going to change?
yeah, right. So anyway, all these these character developments and stuff, it's just weird. I'm like, okay, it's Batman. Just give him more crazy people. Like develop the other stories. We already know who Bruce Wayne is, and blah blah blah. So don't make it worse.
Yeah.
It's just so weird. Like
It just gets darker and darker.
like people are depressed enough. Now that they're superheroes. Oh, now they're depressed too. So it's like, oh gosh,
They're depressed, acting out, fighting crime.
Right.
What are we going to do with that?
Like if they could all be like Iron Man, he's my favorite.
Iron Man he's the red one, right? I'm not that familiar with the comic book. I don't read a lot of comic books or movies based off of comic books.
Seriously.
I mean, I know who Iron Man is, but I couldn't tell you
red one?
anything. Yeah, was he the red one? Is the bad one? Batman is the black one.
We're gonna have the head of the show.
I'm gonna throw up. Oh gosh, we gotta recover. It just sounds like a really funny superhero.
We gotta stop. We gotta stop. Oh, I'm crying.
No, man, where you going? We gotta keep running. This is gold.
We can't roll with this.
Yes. No, we're fine.
Like sweating over here now. Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
God, what just happened?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Oh man. She got real hot.
Oh my goodness. Oddly enough, Austin handily had these tissues available because those of you that watched last week, he stuck them up his nose.
I have no idea what we're gonna do now.
Well, keep talking about the superheroes. We can recover from this. Come on.
Yeah. So I like Iron Man,
the red one. Aquaman is the orange one.
What?
Like the old school Aquaman. I'm thinking like
This is terrible.
this is
terrible. Anyway,
so man, movies, huh?
Let me drink some more hot coffee. I'm sweating over here from laughing so hard.
Oh goodness.
So anyway, so we're in the movie theater.
Yeah.
Wait, let's talk about some other movies. Do you watch movies?
Very. I'm kind of like notoriously known to have not seen. Hey, if it's a popular movie, I hadn't seen it, and I'm not anti-movie at all.
Right.
You know, but if you start naming like, hey, here's the popular movies out of the last 30, 40 years, I'll be honest, I probably hadn't seen them.
Like, what's your favorite movie?
You know, weird stuff like older stuff, like
Top Gun?
never seen it.
Never seen Top Gun?
You ever seen Top Gun?
No, I actually haven't either. So
It's totally overrated.
Yeah.
So when people talk about like excited about the new, I'm like,
whoa. What's the lady's name who sang the theme song? Wasn't there like a theme song?
To Top Gun? I mean, there was a pretty popular soundtrack.
Yeah. Do you remember?
Top Gun?
Does the name Belinda Carlisle ring a bell?
I know Belinda Carlisle,
Was
but did
she
she
one of
sing?
the ones that sang in that? Take My Breath Away? Is that Top Gun?
We're going to need to ask our producer who sang Take My Breath Away.
I think Belinda Carlisle's. That's it.
Yeah, I know the song.
We should have an outtake show of you singing all these songs. I'm asking because I feel like you sing every week, which is funny.
That's what I can name more songs than I can movies, probably.
Yeah, right.
Like I have heard the. So name
anyway,
a movie.
What that you've seen?
No, see if you can.
Name a movie that you've seen.
Name a popular movie in the last 30 years.
Well, you have a lot of girls at your house, so I'm guessing you've seen like Moana.
Oh yeah.
You probably.
I've seen that one.
You probably run around the house like with no shirt on, thinking you're The Rock, singing
every day.
What's it? Maui.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. I mean, I like a lot of movies, but I don't really watch like the big popular ones outside of like the Marvel stuff. Like I'm a huge Marvel fan,
and I respect that. I just hadn't seen them, obviously. So when people start talking about like Marvel references, it's like, I'm out of my element.
Yeah, right.
Maybe I should go get caught up on them.
So what is your favorite movie?
I mean, it would be like old school stuff, like the Three Amigos, like Tommy Boy.
Oh, those are classics.
Yeah, like I also like movies. Like I think I've gravitated more towards like movies based on real life events.
Okay.
I think that's why the Marvel stuff is not as like I'm not as.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, is it reality to you? Like this event actually happened.
It was really filmed.
Here's a thematic.
All of it. It is
an actual film. Yes, correct. So I don't know. Like people all the time ask me, "Hey, have you seen so and so?" And I'll be honest, probably haven't seen it.
My favorite movie is like I've got two.
Like of all time?
Yeah, and they're on different sides of the spectrum.
Yeah.
One is Tombstone.
I've seen that one. That's a good.
That's a great movie.
I do like that one.
So many great one-liners.
Yep.
But another movie with equally as many great one-liners that I absolutely love. Major Payne.
You quote Major Payne more than anybody I know. Is that Damon Wayans?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I thought you said David Wayans.
No, Damon.
Like, no.
Damon.
Yeah. So, Damon.
What's your favorite line from that movie?
I have too many. We
should do a whole show based on Major Payne one day.
Probably not. We should warn everyone up front. That way they can be like, yeah, I'm going to skip this episode.
You should just
today.
hit fast forward.
Yeah.
Hit the fast forward button.
Hit the fast forward
on the
button.
VCR.
Yeah, because we're filming this that way. So I'm in the theater. We're watching the movie with our boys. And, I go to the theater where you have like you have to get your seats, and it's like assigned seating, and the seats like lay all the way back kind of deal. So it's really cool. So I always get the top back. I want to get away from everyone else because I just want to enjoy the movie and not have people like sitting right around me or whatever. So
I agree with that.
This couple comes in, sits down next to me, and they start eating popcorn.
Ooh.
They're like 2 seats down from me. And
loudly.
Ugh,
that's not good.
So, like, she would put popcorn in her mouth and start eating before her lips like touched.
Wait.
Right. So it's like.
Oh, so she was more like chattering.
I mean, so it's like she's just very loud. And like in my mind, I'm like, your ears are on your face. You can hear this happening. Like
your ears are on your face.
Yeah. Like, how come you can't?
Are your ears on your face or beside your face?
Irregardless.
Oh. Irregardless, not even a word.
Oh, irregardless.
See, I thought that's what you were doing.
Oh, no.
Oh boy.
Okay, anyway, so, yeah, it's just weird, man. So like those kind of sounds,
you don't like loud.
I don't like those.
People smacking like if they're eating.
So that
kind of junk.
You should stop. I looked it up.
Yeah, you have a condition.
I have a condition. I'm self-diagnosed with this condition.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the Wikipedia, which is
completely reliable.
Completely reliable. It's called misophonia.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let me.
Misophonia.
Misophonia.
Okay.
Misophonia is a disorder of decreased tolerance to specific sounds or their associated stimuli that has been characterized using different language and methodologies. I don't know what that part means, but here's the good part.
You do understand, yeah.
Reactions to trigger sounds range from anger and annoyance to activating a fight or flight response.
Activating.
Mm-hmm. The condition is sometimes called selective sound sensitivity syndrome.
Oh my goodness.
Common triggers include oral sounds. That's my I don't like to hear chewing, swallowing, like hearing people breathe, or like the whole. When people are like trying to clean their teeth or whatever, and they make that kind of sound.
That sucking that. Yeah, that's nasty.
Like that's
so good
bad.
To know now.
It's so bad.
You realize that once people find this out, though.
Yeah,
when they're around you,
popping gum, or something like that. Like Blake, have you ever been around Blake when he's chewing
a
gum?
popper.
I mean, his jaws is like a horse. He's just like he's just going to town on that gum. It's so crazy. But like whenever we're eating dinner, like at home, I always turn the TV on, and turn like the news on or whatever because like I need the sound,
to drown out your children.
Yeah, right.
Smacking.
Yeah, and so.
You got teenage boys, they're probably chowing down.
But when I run up on an adult who smacks their food, like I just start judging their whole family. Like your parents didn't teach you anything.
Your parents are terrible. You are a terrible parent.
Yep. You
good.
probably don't teach your kids not to smack.
That's a great thing to
I'm
do.
just saying, insert the food, close your lips, then start chewing.
If you're eating around Gerald, you better be conscious of what's going on.
There is someone who eats around me from time to time.
Yeah. He's activating the mesophile in you.
Yes.
Mesophone. What was it? Mesophone?
Misophonia.
Yeah, misophonia.
Yeah, so it drives me crazy.
Weird.
Yeah.
Better calm it down, Austin.
He likes to eat Doritos, and he's just like... like, he never has any of, like, the crumbs on his lips because they never touch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just, like, all over, like...
Oh, man.
So then I feel bad because I'm judging his parents, and I like his parents.
Yeah, sorry, guys. That's Gerald. I'm not judging you.
This is our second reference to Kevin now. Kevin and Shayla. They're great.
That's true.
They're great.
Get a lot of shout-outs.
Yeah. So, anyway, well, I think we've...
Man, we have expired.
We had that middle section of just, I don't know what happened.
I don't know either. I'm sweating because of it still. There's not a lot of circulation in our headquarters as it is, but when I drop something like...
We're in confined spaces. So I guess this is it.
Is that it? We good? People, moms and dads in the car line, have you been thoroughly...
Carliners. You hold those signs up and you get your kids.
You let them know.
And you let them know that you've listened.
This has been fun, though.
This has been fun.
This has been the funnest, maybe.
Probably so.
And we still have a box of tissue
box of
sitting on
tissue
the
right
table,
here.
so.
Yep, renowned tissue. And we're sponsored now by Renown and by Nothing and Everything mugs.
We're sponsored by the actual mug that we purchased.
New merch. So if you would like to purchase a mug,
yes,
this one is actually like $35. So, because that's how much it costs to get that one mug.
Wow.
I don't know. I just made that up. I don't know.
It probably was.
If
though.
you order like a large quantity, like it goes down in price, but
I wonder how many we could actually sell.
none. No one cares about this. Like about merch.
They will.
Nah.
They will. It'll be our superpower.
Our
We'll
superpower.
make them care about our
Selling merch.
Our
Well,
low budget
Austin
merch.
used to do Amway, so maybe he can, get out there and
We should talk about that one day.
him and Ashley.
Multi-level
Amway.
marketing.
Amwayers.
Currently?
The Amway of life.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, thanks for tuning in today, y'all.
We're sorry.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
Have a great one.